Praise the Lord, everybody.
Praise God.
We thank God today for a chance to be here today and just be able to speak a word for the Lord. We thank God for our choir. Somebody get the choir in hand today. They have sung so beautifully. In our place. Fifth Sunday, see, actually in a different place today. Taking place with Miss Haynes today. Thank you so much for coming today. Taking her place. We thank God for you, and especially you that share with us. We thank God for all that those on the internet have been listening to our sermon all through the year. We thank God for you. We pray that you can stay with us in 2020 as we endeavor to go just a little higher in the Lord. And we just thank God for all, wherever you hear us, in the United States or abroad, whatever you get in the video, we certainly thank God for you. We say, God is good. We say, God is good. All the time. And all the time. God is good. All right, just check it. All right. God bless you. Colossians chapter 3 is our text. Colossians chapter 3. I want to look at verses 1 through 4, and then verses 14 and 15. Colossians chapter 3. The Apostle Paul writes to the church at Colossae, and he says these words: If ye then be risen with Christ, seek those things which are above, where Christ sitteth on the right hand of God. Set your affection on things above, not on things on the earth. For ye are dead, and your life is hid with Christ in God. When Christ, who is our life, shall appear, then shall ye also appear with him in glory. Verses 14 and 15 they read, And above all these things, put on charity, which is the bond of perfectness. And let the peace of God rule in your hearts, to the which also ye are called in one body, and be ye thankful. Amen. I want to talk today on the subject, let the peace of God rule in your heart. Let the peace of God rule in your heart. Dear God, we thank you today for another chance to come, another opportunity to speak a word on behalf of heaven. We ask, God, that you would cleanse us, that you would forgive us of all our sin, that you would anoint us from the inside out, from the top of our head to the bottom of our feet. That, oh God, you might speak through this message to those who hear and those who will accept your word. We thank you, Lord, in Jesus' name. Amen. Amen. Let the peace of God rule in your heart. Today is the last Sunday in the year of 2019. It is the last Sunday of fellowship and worship for the saints here at Mount Zion Baptist Church on this year. The next time that we meet again, it will be in the year 2020. Yes, church, we thank God for the year of 2019 and for all that it has meant to us. 2019 was a challenging and in some respects it was a daunting year, to say the least, for our membership in here and for our memberships dealing with the world. We have been faced with our chain being broken this year through several deaths of family members and of loved ones. Sickness has been turned up to another level in our membership this year. Many more of our members than usually have had to spend some time in the hospital this year. And some have had surgeries of some type on their body. We have faced anxiety, fear of the unknown, and economic challenges of all types in our lives. Our society has seemed to have lost its moral compass when it comes to character. And social media is becoming a battlefield for people to vent their frustrations in life over the internet through tweets, postings, and live events being publicized for all to see and to hear about. Yes, missionary mothers, saints, and friends, Life in this United States is becoming a daunting challenge in and of itself. Daunting being defined as tending to make people afraid or less confident, or very difficult to do or deal with. Life in the year 2019 has been very difficult to deal with on some levels. When crime, murder, rape, robbery, and death are the opening stories of most of our morning, afternoon, evening, and nighttime news broadcasts. When the economic plight of our country is shown live and in living color. When homelessness, hunger, and poverty are put on full blast in all our local, state, and national media communiques. When our country is in such a political divide that we can't wait until the 2020 elections to help bring about, hopefully, a better solution to our national problems. Yes, church, 2019 has been an absolute challenge for saints and sinners alike. And we as Christians thusly have to remember that we are saints of God, that we are children of the kingdom of God. And we've got to remember what the Apostle Peter wrote in 2 Peter 2, 9 and 10. Peter said, "But ye are a chosen generation, a royal priesthood, a holy nation, a peculiar people, that you should show forth the praises of him who have called you out of darkness into his marvelous light, which in time past were not a people, but are now the people of God, which had not obtained mercy, but now we have obtained mercy." We as believers in Christ Jesus have to realize that we walk and live in a world full of darkness. And that darkness is due to sin being the prevalent factor in this world. But we as a holy nation, a chosen generation, a royal priesthood, and as a peculiar people need to get our eyes off the situation of the world around us and focus our attention on Christ. Because Christ is the answer to life's difficulties. Can I say that again? Christ is the answer to life's difficulties and to all the problems of this world. You see, church, when we get our eyes focused spiritually on the Prince of Peace, the mighty God, wonderful Counselor, the everlasting Father, then we can let the Prince of Peace rule in our hearts. You see, my friends, the peace of God is what's going to carry us through the remainder of 2019. And the peace of God is what's going to carry us in the year 2020. The peace of God ruling in our hearts is the only way we can be sustained. And it is the only way we can be kept in a sin-cursed world such as ours. The Apostle Paul writes to the church at Colossians, and to all the believers in Jesus Christ, who will hear and follow his Holy Ghost-inspired words of God. The Apostle Paul writes in chapter 3 and verse number 1 of Colossians, "If ye then be risen with Christ, seek those things which are above, where Christ sitteth on the right hand of God." Paul tells the believers in the body of Christ that if you have been risen with Christ spiritually, then seek those things which are above. Seek the things that be of Christ. Seek the will of Jesus, who is seated at the right hand of God. Let the world do what it does, and you can do what Jesus does. And that is seek the will of the Heavenly Father who is on high. Church, take your eyes off of despair. Take your eyes off of the agony of this life and focus your attention spiritually towards heaven. You see, the psalmist says in Psalm 121, 1 through 3, "I will lift up mine eyes unto the hills, from which cometh my help. My help from the Lord, which made heaven and earth. He will not suffer thy foot to be moved. He that keepeth thee will not slumber. Somebody sung a song and said, all of my help comes from the Lord. Then they also sang, all of my needs he will supply. Church, let the peace of God rule in your hearts. Look at the second verse of Colossians chapter 3. It says, set your affection on things above, not on the things on the earth. Affection means a feeling of liking and caring for someone or something. Affection simply means tender attachment. Somebody said, who do you love? Well, Jesus said to the lawyer of the Pharisees, thou shalt love the Lord thy God with all thy heart, and with all thy soul, and with all thy mind. Thank you so much. This is the first and great commandment, Matthew 22, 37 and 38. Our love and affection should be to God in heaven. And our affection should be towards the things that are above and not the things on the earth. Somebody said, put God first, and everything else will fall right into place. Why, Apostle Paul, should we put God first and focus our attention spiritually towards heaven? Well, Brother Freeman, because verse 3 of Colossians 3 says, for ye are dead, and your life is hid with Christ in God. But I'm still alive. I can see, I can hear, I can taste, I can touch. I got all my senses. Well, the Apostle Paul is not talking about physical death. When he writes, for you are dead, he is talking about spiritual death. You see, in Romans chapter 3, verses 3 through 7, this same apostle writes, know ye not that so many of us were baptized into Jesus Christ, were baptized into his death. Therefore, we are buried with him by baptism into death, like as Christ was raised up from the dead by the glory of the Father, even so we also should walk in newness of life. For if we have been planted together in the likeness of his death, we shall be also in the likeness of his resurrection. Paul says, knowing this, that the old man is crucified with him, that the body of sin might be destroyed, that henceforth we should not serve sin. For he that is dead is freed from sin. Colossians 3 and 3 reminds us that for ye are dead, and your life is hid with Christ in God. We are dead, my friends, to sin spiritually, after we have received Jesus Christ as our Savior. You see, after that, he then becomes Lord and ruler over our lives. And then our life is hid spiritually with Christ in God. We are now placed in Christ's body. We are now part of his flesh and of his bones spiritually. See, my friends, God is a spirit. And they that worship him must worship him in spirit and in truth. These words were spoken by Jesus to the woman at the well in Sychar in a city in Samaria. Well, because we are dead and our life is hid with Christ in God, then verse number 4 of Colossians 3 makes perfect sense. Because the writer says, when Christ, who is our life, shall appear, then shall ye also appear with him in glory. Yeah. Our life, my friends, is hid in Christ Jesus. And because our life is hid in Christ Jesus, we ought to act like we know who we are. Because our life is hid in Christ Jesus, we ought to get our eyes off of our dreary world and off of our negative situations and understand that we are just pilgrims passing through this world. You see, my friends, this world is not our home. See, heaven is our eternal destination. And our salvation is in Jesus Christ. For he is the door to our eternal existence. So knowing these things and hearing these eternal promises from God, we ought to do as the writer says in verse 14 of the same 3rd chapter of Colossians, when he says, and above all these things, put on, what did he say, put on? Charity. What does charity mean? Love. Yeah. Faith, hope, and charity. The greatest of these is what? Charity. Yeah. Which is the bond of perfectness. Yeah, which is the bond of perfectness. You see, love, or God's love, given to us by the Holy Spirit, will be the bond of perfectness. Love, someone saying, will keep us together. And God's love will keep us when the world is only spewing hate, malice, and discontent. Romans 3:15, my friends, is the linchpin to the whole matter. Yes, it is. It states, and let the peace of God rule in your hearts, to the which also you are called in one body. He said, and be ye thankful. He said, and be ye thankful. You see, my friends, let the peace of God rule in your hearts. For it is by the peace of God that we are called into one body in Christ. You see, my friends, we ought to be thankful for the peace that God gives us. That's right. We ought to be thankful for all that the Lord has done for us in our lives. We ought to give God some praise because it was nobody but the Lord has woke us up early this morning. Gave us a chance to see a day we've never seen before. It was nobody but God's love that caused us to be able to wake up and be able to get on our feet and go on in Jesus' name. We ought to be thankful for the sacrifice that Jesus made at Golgotha's heel. We ought to praise God because he sent Jesus Christ into this world to save sinners from an eternal punishment in hell's fire. God is worthy to be praised because it wasn't nobody but Jesus that hung, bled, and died as a criminal on a cruel Roman cross. I thank the Lord because he was pierced in the side and his blood came streaming down. Somebody said he died until the sun refused to shine. He died and gave up the ghost. Isn't that right? He said, it is finished. He said, Father, into thy hands I commend my spirit. Isn't that right? He hung his head and died. Took him off the cross. Buried him in Joseph's new tomb. Stayed there one day. Yeah, he did, but he stayed there 2 days. But early, I said early, one Sunday morning, got up with all power in his hands. I thank God for Jesus because all he's done for us in 2019. And I thank God for what he's going to do in the year 2020. Thank you, Jesus, because in him I have life, and I have life more abundantly. Goodbye 2019 and hello 2020. It's going to be a great year because we're going to have our hearts set on Jesus. And we're going to lift up our heads to what it heals, from which cometh our help. Oh, our help comes from the Lord. Let the peace of God rule in your heart. All I want to say in conclusion is God bless you and happy New Year. God bless you. And I hope you have a prosperous New Year. Don't let 2020 be bad as 2019 was. But let 2020 be a good year. A year where you prosper. A year where you climb a mountain that you couldn't get on 2019. A year that you decide, I'm going to put my hand in God's hand and let him raise me up and lift me up out the muck and clay. Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord, for everything he's done. And let the peace of God rule in your hearts. For Jesus is the answer for the world today. Above him there no other. Jesus is the way. Let us stand and let us sing this beautiful song. So boom over there. Put it together. Woo! Everybody, come on. Jesus is the answer for the world today. Above him there's no other. Jesus is the way. Everybody sing. Jesus is the answer for the world today. Above him there's no other. Jesus is the way. Yes, sir. Doors of the church are open. Let all the submitters, you can still come. Let us. And if I take a Christian experience, maybe you want to be saved, you can come. We'll pray with you. Amen. Oh, Jesus is the way. Come on, Lord. Sing the answer for the world today. Above him there's no other. Somebody say, what? Look out, look out, look out. Jesus is the above him there's no other. Jesus is the way. Praise the Lord. Somebody give God a praise. Praise the Lord. Praise the Lord.